none of us are perfect, right?
No,
No.
I'm not by a long shot.
And there's not a goalkeeper alive that hasn't given up a goal. So, Hannah, one of the other lessons that you've been able to take from soccer is how to be a great leader. And I'm going to brag about you here a little bit. And so, one of the things I'm very proud that you've been able to accomplish is there's a soccer camp that you go to every year that's just goalkeepers. And you have won all 3 years the Leader of the Week award. And leadership is not a title. Leadership is just something you do. It's something that you are in a lot of ways. And so talk to me about, like, what are some of the things that you did and how did you behave in order to demonstrate your leadership skills to win that award multiple times?
Well, at least this past year, the head coach at the thing announced that two or three of our coaches who were in college were going to be doing trainings and that we could come and watch if we wanted during one of our breaks before lunch.
Mm-hmm.
So you would still make it to lunch on time and everything, but you could just go and watch. And they did that for 3 of the days. So you get there, you're there 3 full days, and then you have a half day, which you also go home. So those 3 full days, the coaches did training. So I decided that I wanted to go and watch the coaches train on those 3 days that they did the trainings. And I enjoyed watching them. It was really interesting to see, like, their intensity during the whole training and, like, how they acted and just trained in general because they're at a college level. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So you took the opportunity to put in the extra work, right?
Mm-hmm.
To go and observe, to watch people that are at a higher level in soccer than you are right now, but to be able to see what they did differently, and so you could mimic that behavior. So that's a great thing. What else did you do?
Time management, making sure I got everywhere on time. I was kind of on my own because it was a camp that you stayed there. So there were classroom sessions, and I made sure that I got there early, about 5 minutes early, just to make sure I was ready to go when they started. And I always made sure to participate and ask questions if I had any, just so that keeps me focused and engaged as well.
Yeah, so you showed up on time. I think you were almost always the very first person there, if I remember correctly, right? So
yeah, pretty much.
You showed up, early is on time is late. So you show up early, you're prepared. They had various speakers, and you researched the speakers. You came prepared with questions for those specific speakers. So you did the research, you did the pre-work. And then when you showed up on the field, were you early there as well?
I was always early. I got there, made sure I had enough time to get my cleats on, my gloves, everything I needed to be ready to go. And once you're there, just staying focused and staying engaged and doing your best there.
Yep, and matching that intensity that you witnessed with the older keepers, right? That, you give it your all. And so much of leadership is leading by example. And so as young people are entering the workforce, right, I'll hear them say, well, I'm not a manager, I'm not a supervisor, I don't have a leadership title. And my response to that is that really is not relevant. That doesn't matter. What matters is that you lead by example, that you encourage the people around you. And so that's another thing. If another keeper had a great save, what would you do?
Tell them nice save.
Nice save, cheer them on, hoot and holler, right? You guys have fun When you're in training, you're celebrating each other's success. Yes, you oftentimes are competing with the other keepers on your team for playing time, for starting position, but there is what they call the goalkeeper union, right? The goalkeepers stick together. It's a difficult position. You're encouraging each other. And again, how this applies to the workforce. Yes, you might be competing with your peers for promotion. You might have the same next steps in mind, but anything that you can do to build that teamwork, to build that camaraderie, to be able to get more from the whole than the sum of the parts is really what leadership's all about. And it doesn't matter if you have a title, if you are team captain or coach or anything else, you can lead regardless of your position or rank in the team. You can demonstrate what it takes to be excellent at everything you do.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Just leading by example. And if someone does make a mistake, don't scream at them.
Yeah, right. Help them, right? Encourage them. Help them see maybe how they could improve, what they could have done better next time. None of us are perfect, right? No.
I'm not by a long shot.
And there's not a goalkeeper alive that hasn't given up a goal.
Nope.
Yep. Even Premier League, national teams, every goalkeeper's given up a goal, right? And so those things are going to happen. You're going to have setbacks. But how do you power through that? How do you keep your chin up? How do you encourage others is all a big part of leadership. And so leading by example is key in both personal life, professional life, and especially on sports teams.
Yeah.
So awesome. Well, thank you so much, Hannah, for sharing with us what you've done to be a great leader in your life. And hopefully our viewers can really take lessons learned from this. It doesn't matter your position in the organization. Lead by example. Do the right thing. Encourage others around you. Help them be successful. The more that you do that, the more of a value you are to that team. So great lessons learned. Thank you so much. And thank you all.